Welcome back to Tea of Life. It is time for some more ozfortress Season 29 Premiership here. With me tonight on production will be Connor and Elmo on the mic with me today.
Hey man, what up?
Should be good. Early for me still, but obviously late for you. Game time, in fact, for Australia. It is Premiership time, and we'll have some interesting teams. MGE Zombies against I May Be Stupid. Elmo, you as the resident ozfortress player here probably can tell everyone a little bit more than I can about these teams.
Yeah.
Better team, but sometimes that bit more practice will pay off.
Looks
Let's
like
see
we
who it will do this time.
So who are you going to be watching in the first mid?
I have my sights on Janet right now, just seeing what the soldiers can potentially do here. It's not the biggest midpoint. Maybe the soldiers can just have a big impact early. Let's see. So I may be stupid rolling out through the library, coming up to mid now. Let's see what they can do on mid fight number 1 here for map 1. CP Villa, it will be for the smash. For now, it's just all presence for MG Zombies forward. Soldier bomb in as well. Good damage on the medic here. Everyone else trying to push forward here, but they're getting flanked a bit, and a couple left with some sticky damage keeps them in the fight here.
Yeah, one of the soldiers beefed like a really hard on Miramu, and that was kind of their downfall. If they already get that Miramu kill, it would have been a pretty easy mid, but they kind of lost both their soldiers for like literally nothing because of the missed shots on the medic. And yeah, it's pretty much this map. I feel it's kind of a hard soldier mid because there's nowhere good really to bomb from. You just have to bomb. Like there's nothing hidden. You just have to bomb pretty much high and hope you hit. And if you don't, you just die instantly, as what happened that round. And now it's pretty much just a full.
Yeah, really nice
they definitely did good damage. It's just they couldn't really convert. And then the thing is, the mid's like really, it feels really big too. So your soldiers kind of, it's really hard to help them if the other team's sitting as far back as possible.
Yeah, that was really the problem. They just couldn't really commit through in the end, and leads to where we are right now. Big advantage into last here on the side of I May Be Stupid. Just looking what's going on last. Don't want to make this a blind push. Don't want to be surprised by gun heavy or anything, which we can see already in the field here. Spamming a bit. Gun in the corner here. The Uber pops in from one side straight over point to try to catch the combo. Yeah, heavy going weak. Will get piped out eventually. Gun going with that as well. But now it's just coming down to point here. It's not looking great for I May Be Stupid right now on the cap time.
Oh wow, that was so close. I thought they had that in the end. I May Be Stupid because the gun the gun and the heavy, because of how passive they were, like the gun was behind that wall, the heavy was behind the point. In the end, it was kind of just a clusterfuck on point afterward, everyone just jumping in, and in the end, probably the superior DM came out on MG Zombie side.
Alright, on to round number 2 here. Quick lead for I May Be Stupid. Let's see if they can extend on this, of MG Zombies have a better mid for them this time. Once again, we see the bombs just flying through, not really committing in the end though, not relieving in the damage just yet, so slow start for now. Scouts follow through eventually, and everyone's fairly weak and far back, so MG Zombies hard for them to commit here on I May Be Stupid. Sorry, they just cannot really stay here, and everyone that stays too long will just get met by a quick end here. Scouts will clean up once again. A little bit more hesitant on the side of MG Zombies, but for the better this time, actually able to clean up these kills nicely with no one really committing to deep.
I think you mean the other way around, but yeah, it was definitely a smart adjustment from I May Be Stupid. Like they didn't really overcommit here. They did. I think both mids got out right in the end still.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was a much better mid though. I think MG Zombies expect them to just overcommit again, so they kind of all sat in the corner. But when they just sat there, when they jumped the point and spammed instead, they were kind of just stuck and couldn't really do anything except try and run away, which they did in the end successfully enough. But yeah, that still gets you pushed back to spawn.
Well, one way or another, we're now back on the last point, this time on the other side of the map with I May Be Stupid in better control here for the situation right now, but not quite as nice as MG Zombies' position beforehand. They will be stuck here with Evanuba right now, so a lot more work needs to be done here. They need to find a way to sack through. No off classes until now. It's a spy just checking through what's on the field right now on MG Zombies, but not much to see. It's just time to sack right now and try your best. Soldier in, hard tonight by the scouts. Not much you can do there.
Yeah, that's kind of, once again, he probably is kind of disappointed he didn't. Quitter's gonna die. Oh, is that Starb? Yeah, Starb's gonna die as well, it looks like. No, they somehow turned that around. Wow, they actually missed and then both died to Benjay. That's really bad. I think the one thing with, if you're holding like this 4th point, as long as you don't feel like that, it's really, really hard to push out. Because you can kind of see them coming and there's no good doors to push out. And they're
with
kind
all
of
that work
just
done, though,
really
yeah.
feeding now. Yeah.
Pretty much,
He
like you
does.
said, 2 picks to single soldier. Not looking all too pretty here, so MD Zombies takes that one to the
Thankfully,
bank.
they made it out to mid, but it's kind of a 2v1 a scout, take 5 seconds and don't kill him, and then die to one soldier is kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, that's like
Not
a
what
very
you
free
need.
second point to get, and I mean, why not take it? So, a little bit of threat of MD Zombies' minds here. Still have to obviously worry about sacks here, but any mistake won't just immediately end around potentially here. Speaking of mistakes, well, Soldier walking forward doesn't have sight on anyone, and they just surprise him completely in the library. Taking out very quickly there, one Soldier down for the blue team. See if that's enough maybe for MD Zombies to try to dare something more. They're peeking a little bit, but no one's really daring to commit just yet.
Just I thought CK not yes must be playing instead of CK. I only just noticed because everyone has their meme shit name on. So that's interesting.
Damn, if only there was rules against that.
Yeah, I know. Rules I was fought. Haha. We need. I think we need the Highland the Euro opener admin team to lay down the law here for us, man.
Oh, that's a trick. We don't have like diff specific admins. They just all do the same thing.
Fair enough. Good on them. But yeah, Star's still really good. CK's more of a DM gamer than Star by a bit. They are sacking him here, but kind of got crushed. And MG
Elmo went down as well.
somehow got caught. Lex does die as well at least, but this is going to be really tough. The Med's in such an awkward spot as well, and yeah, he's going to get forced. Miramu's staying in for this though for some reason, he gets forced as well. Should still be a lot better for MG Zombies in the end though.
Yeah, sometimes it's not worth holding when you're close enough to them anyway. You just hold for long enough that it's this much of a better win. It was 50% better over here, and still have 2 picks to go around now as well at the end of this one. So certainly not a bad play here from MG Zombies to just not back off at all. And we'll get them mid. We'll not get them advantage any further. If they are maybe daring, they could try to push forward, but the spawns are coming up, so I doubt they will take their chances here just yet. This is at least a midpoint for MG Zombies here. A little bit of negligence there. Obviously, they sacked one in, but Devilman also overextending at the same time for maybe stupid. Probably just intended to get some more damage in for the sack to work off, but just ever so much with no knowledge on what's actually around the corner. Gets blindsided. That's 2 down already, and even the 1 scout kill they got could not make up for that.
Yeah, like it's definitely kind of the one disadvantage. You don't really know your limits when you don't know the map that well. So like he probably thought he was pretty. I didn't actually see where he's spamming from. I imagine it was choke or found, and he probably thought he was pretty safe, and then just got blindsided because, well, what nice lads, all changing the name for her. But yeah, he probably just didn't expect it. But yeah, in the end, once again, they're just kind of getting outgrinded, basically, not being patient enough. That being said, the same thing literally just happened, and Method died with Ben J somehow.
Difference is, they're not losing the scouts here just yet. Soldier goes in for the sack, will die for it, but with the medic going to have to use here, that's all worth it in the end. They will still use on the own part.
His Uber's about to end
Yeah.
and he's not out. Wow,
Oh
he
no,
somehow
MG.
has survived.
MG just
gonna die
about
on
misses
the
the
pack.
sticky.
Yeah, that's a really
Okay,
good
that
kill
was
from
necessary.
Trumpet.
That was
This
really
is really
necessary.
awkward though.
Soldier's still a mid, yeah, this fight is not quite over.
The second gets stuck. He's still alive somehow here though. And he's done really well to still be alive.
Okay, Soldier
Surely
scout
he
in as
dies.
well.
He's literally 1 health.
Scout coming in, stop, gets it in the end.
And the scout. Yeah, really sloppy there. I think they'll be really disappointed that they weren't able to kind of stabilize that after like a much better Uber after the awful sack from MG Zombie.
That's so disappointing for them as well. The Uber was really nice. It was just a straight up better version of what was done to them in return. They didn't lose the player early. They got in the force a lot cleaner as well in the end, but just couldn't stave off the force attempts here, or the sacks, I guess, in general, and this is just flip-flopping all around. Everyone spawned up again, and MG Zombies wants to at least take mid back here off of what just happened, and with the faster spawns, they might just about do this. Some people still committed. Scouts peeking in, but they will all get out in time again, and I may be stupid, damage reduction was fine in the end, but still not quite enough to actually take midpoint here.
Yeah, just kind of a complete cluster. I guess both teams probably don't really know what the best way of doing it. Miramu's pretty good bomb. He's not going to get forced though. I don't really fountain. It's so hard to get through because this tiny doorway. It is pretty far away, but it's just so easy to spam and get onto. Keller's pretty close to Uber here, but I don't think they're going to want to fight. And yeah, in the end, still MG Zombies Still kind of just grinding this really long round out. Meth dies, somehow overextending. Precious picks him up. And they're going to go for this trade, I think, on point.
Yeah, they're taking the chances here. They might have to give it up beforehand, but they want to try to get it
really
back
bad.
quickly.
Oh, okay. Then instead of trying to trade with teams, they're just running. It probably looks like a good call because Miramu doesn't use in the end.
Okay, Soldier tried to flank us, so Quid didn't get much going with that though, so in the end it's still all good here. They got the point, but obviously even with the 2 down, I don't think MMB Stupid has much more juice left in them. So counter push coming in by MGE Zombies, popping through early just to see what they can do here, force them back at the very least. You could argue you might not have to use here, but on the other side, at least they use quick enough that it's not really that great a pushable advantage now on the blue team. They don't care though, they just want to go in.
Yeah, that's what at this point is. I feel like it's really hard to push out of unless it's like full ad, especially this top right door. Like it's just a tiny spam doorway, same as main and left. Like they're all tiny doors. You just kind of have to try and go where the other team isn't. And all of MG Zombies were staring at the door to easily get the kill on Precious. So pretty much. Yeah, ad still though for them. They should be able to walk out for free. They get forced like way too easily there. Miramu might get DM'd. Oh, that's really unlucky by MG.
Gets the pack as well. 1v1 on last. Scout 1v1 here. Not quite. Close call though. In the end, Kelsey just about living it. Fights are going in second round. Eventually, Miramu will go down here. Just MG fight, DM fights, whatever you want to call it, all over the map here right now. Scouts, soldiers, all of them just trying to sack on mid. They lost their medic. They need the counter frag here. Precious getting outnumbered. They're just looking for the medic, and it's right in front of them.
Holy Benjay. Benjay actually
no, he doesn't
like,
believe.
Literally inside Keller for like a good 5 seconds there and missed 3 times from point blank. I actually cannot believe they might be winning this fight in the end. The I May Be Stupid team somehow caps. Miramu's got smash in this door and doesn't get a good surf, but looks like they're going to still try and spam this. They somehow kill Raylan as well, but yeah, 2 of them will die. So
well, they won this fight twice now, actually, as well.
I think both teams won that fight. It was like a 3-minute fight somehow.
Yes, yeah.
Just everyone, and then there was that backup at last where Kelsey got a double kill. Lex is still behind here. I think they should know. Maybe not. They're all really stacking the point. If Lex doesn't know. Oh, he should have known. He's gonna wait though. Is he waiting for a spawner? I guess he is. If Lex had bombed that, he could have got like a 5k man.
Yeah, but he couldn't see, obviously. You just know they're capping, but that's about it, really. So
Bro,
it's just on the mercy of this right now. Exchange on second here, himself in the backline still. They're in the 2v1 at this point, so worth not really waiting for this one in the end. But as it stands, the exchange...
Keller's in a lot of trouble here. Stabs in
never mind,
behind, and just kills him.
Flank. Oh, this is starting to fall apart here. They're 2 down themselves on MG Zombies, so once again, they need to be careful about the sacks coming in on I May Be Stupid for them. Waiting to happen. They're all really weak though, so they don't have much energy left in them to do that.
All midi.
So just in on mid, Raiden gets
it's just
another
like
kill
still
here.
just a complete clusterfuck. They're all just going for it. Like they don't care at all that their med's dead and half their team's dead. They just wanna frag hard. It hasn't really been it's not working this round, and once again MG Zombies should retake the middle point.
I mean, arguably you kind of have to just DM your way to victory there a little bit when your medic dies, but the difference is you have to do it
the timing
together.
Was so, my point was the timing was so bad. I think maybe 2 people went within 3 seconds of each other, and the other ones were all just miles apart.
Well, all the better for MG Zombies here. They finally have some playable advantage for. Don't want to use early, but might have to use with the scout in the face there as well.
Oh yeah, he drops the demo.
Suicides actually of his own sticky there.
Kelly died though to Lex just somewhere else behind.
That's huge. That makes up for the drop demoman for sure, and as empty as Uber might have been here onto second, suddenly they still have some advantage here. Want to take lobby as well, there's still some resistance here, a lot of people just perching up to fight. Scout fight while demos are spamming, Soldier clumps to clean up. Crush is going down at the end of this as well, and everyone wants lobby, no one wants to give this up. Arrows coming in,
yeah,
not hitting the
Scout, well. And this should be pretty much... They should be able to push this in. I'm surprised that it's not in yet. They are
but
now on the back
listening
right.
Now.
It's really
See
slow
what
though.
do.
They might actually get spawns here if they don't.
The captain's here.
Now.
Sticks have been dead as well. Points wide open, but there's the spawns.
Yeah, they've all spawned. Kalski's actually in this goated spot, hiding near the fence, but Yeah, that was a really bad push. It was for 5v3, and they spent 6 seconds of that in lobby, and then the second 6 seconds of it next to lobby. Stubbs on
Stubbs just lands.
He'll get clawed. Yeah, the whole team's
Oh,
there.
timing just bad enough.
He wasted a lot of time though, which is good, and they'll all spawn. I don't think they can push out on this. He did kill a soldier, but that's to be expected.
Very unfortunate. If they got any more Captain on the initial push, that might actually just have been enough by itself as well. So, back to the drawing board it is at the moment. It's I May Be Stupid with the advantage here, and like you said, you really want the Uber here to make this push just a bit easier. Let's see what they can do.
I'm surprised they keep doing this spot though. Like, it hasn't really gone that well, and once again, Keller just gets forced. Just with he needs to either bait more, or they just need to try somewhere else, because Lex knows what they're doing, and Benjay know what they're doing at this point, and they can just get in and just force them pretty easy.
Yeah, the blind high bombs are working out great for them at the moment, with the medic just being committed early already. So, point back, I may be stupid, but an advantage in the court of MG zombies here, maybe able to take this one back. Last attempt into second wasn't all the prettiest for them, but with advantage, obviously, that should be a whole different story here. The question is if they need to use, and I can see people already trying to make them.
Yeah, they do. Really good bomb, and he might actually get behind and live here. Heaps is trying to chase and does get him, but one solly for the full Uber is pretty good. Plus Stubbs and Lexa both should die to this. Precious is going to go hard for him, and yeah, gets the crater. They will cap in the end, but surely they just have to run away. Heaps and Benjay are going to go for this though at last.
People are just scared, yeah, they fall back to deal with at least one of them already. Heaps going down in the end as well.
That's definitely worthwhile though.
Yeah, I mean, there was still a chance that people just go deep on the beam here into second and try to get the combo killed, and there was still forward enough for that to be certainly a viable option. The fact that everyone had to fall back to threaten, or to deal with the threatened backup, just means the combo gets out safely, even if it costs you 2 lives otherwise. Keeping you Uber there is probably very important here. Still, obviously, big advantage, but Maribu is now on 70, so it's getting better and better here. They probably will see lose mid as well.
Care, though. The time wasted wasn't that long, and they got 2 caps for free.
I mean, it's like do or die, right? Like, yeah. if you don't at least threaten the backup, then you might just lose your whole combo here. Now, I mean, sure, they're back on their own second, but at least they have Uber now. They can put up a fight here.
Yeah, I think they just realized that, yeah, they'll probably have Uber. MG needs to be careful. Yeah, MG, once again, kind of overextending and just gets 2 rocketed and stickied, and now they're... It wasn't even a very good... Oh, Benjay might overextend now. He'll live. Really aggressive as well here from Precious, getting the kill and then the trade. But surely they'll have to run away. No demo, no Solly. This is not going to end well. And Keller's 100% dead. Holy crap, amazing surf in the end actually, and he lived.
Not the first one either. It's like the second one just fruit choke, so I think all the way back out again, just to barely stay alive.
Run away and choke and live by like just.
Alright, the bell rings once again. MG Zombies tags up mid once more here. Most of the map has been played already. Only 12 minutes left to go, and it's still only a 1-0 lead here. So as much as they're staying in control of the round here, more or less, only ever just barely. They, on both sides, need something convincing soon, or else this is gonna stay this way forever. And MG Zombies can be happy with this. I May Be Stupid needs a game changer right now, and the Uber situation doesn't really help with this right now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they probably aren't too... I May Be Stupid probably aren't too disappointed with like the kind of chaotic nature. I think both teams are pretty much fine with that. Like, I think they'll believe that they'll eventually kind of get around from it. But yeah, definitely at times, I think MG especially needs to kind of calm it down a bit. Like, he can't be that forward by himself. It's kind of just thrown 2 mids away from them.
Intense flanked 1v1 with Starp and Quid just looking at each other.
Pistoling. It's the ultimate mind games to get your second, bro. They haven't really done too much with it here. Like, they're just taking their time. Starp's trying to get in the library and gets, knocked and ran away. I don't really know where the best spot is.
He gets straight in, I guess, for Lex. Second moment as well.
Benjay's just 100% dead here too. I mean, their demo didn't die at least, but it'll still trigger.
Yeah, something will happen on this one for sure. 2 picks is just too good to pass up on with very little effort put in for that by yourself. Most of MG Zombies already on the back foot here, just playing it safe right now, knowing probably not a fight worth taking for them. Or is it? No, they want to go in.
They have spawn. Oh, demo dies for this though. That's a really... I don't get why you take your demo into that trade. Because yeah, you're more likely just to have him die. Like, the scout would have just done heaps of work, just running onto the point, blocking, and then your team comes in after. And now it should be a free second. I'm sure Ben, Jay, and Lex will have something to say about that. They'll probably bomb in here.
Norman is just heaps forward as well, getting already loads of damage, but no one has finding opportunity to bomb just yet. There we go, Benjay coming in, and that's the damage they needed.
Yeah, that was... I don't really get how they let that happen, though. He literally jumped off the point, literally in front of 5 of them, and got 3 rockets off on their medic. Pretty disappointing. They should have definitely seen that coming. And I think, like, the only criticism of Keller is she's just standing up. They're going a bit too forward and just getting caught out in those kind of situations when they could bait more. Like, their whole team should be baiting more there rather than just all kind of running in a straight line so Benjay can just land on them at easy.
Alright, once again, a few, like, not very greatly coordinated sacks, or maybe stupid as well. A few people go down night with this. Quit just now died, basically. And that's still one more pick into mid as well. Oh no, they certainly didn't. That's the problem here as well. It was once again just off timing.
Yeah.
And nothing happened.
I mean, at least that one they all spawned in time. It was a pretty bad bomb by Raylan. He just bombed the room or the pocket or something. Trumpet's kind of not going to get anything with this either. So they've taken 2 points for free and still have ad here. Oh no, they're about to get, so it should be alright. But yeah, still after that 2-minute round, they're still down 1, so they'll need to take it back eventually. I think at this point, MG Zombies should just like kind of do the slow sacks, force the other team to make a mistake, getting desperate. I'm not sure if they will, considering how the rest of the game's gone, but they should. Just do it like a single solid sack, go sniper, that kind of thing, and bait them into the mistake.
If they have the patience for that at this point. Certainly, when it's a heavy on the other side, on even Uber, you are just telling the other team, please don't push. So why would they take their chances here? I guess in anything more than sacks, we'll see. I guess heavy certainly has been called by now. Double should have seen that one.
Looks like they are going to double bomb though, so they must be pretty. Keller has to get forced here. Yeah, drops. Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't think Keller saw Benjay on the point there, because I think she thought they would live, or she would live from that, but not quite.
Alright, well, that dampens the chances of a comeback here quite a bit, especially if the round actually gets followed up on here and actually scored by MG Zombies. Even if it doesn't, that's just so much time wasted right now on last as well, that they just cannot spend actually getting out of it at all. Gun needs to be put up as well here. It largely comes down to this. Obviously 8 minutes, 7 minutes maybe by the time the round might end here. Still enough to make a comeback happen, but it's so difficult, especially with how the game has been going so far.
Yeah, I don't know if like how good this... I mean, they were pretty close, but I think they could have definitely done a better job pushing. I don't know how good a point this is to defend. Especially, no, I don't think it's a good sniper last, especially not double sniper. So they're gonna have that. They need, if they can start. They're not really baiting point though. MG is stuck. They do.
He comes to damage though.
Then they're surely winners though.
Yeah.
I think MG kind of got abandoned because both his scouts were sniping, so they didn't have like an NG or anything, and so they got just stuck in spawn. MG was stuck forward, and they just lost him, and then they could just sticky off the doors and cap point. Easy game. So yeah,
they might not have focused point, but
hey. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a more aggro mid from I may be stupid again now that they're 2-0 down.
Well, let's see what we get on this mid fight. For now, it's Lex getting denied pretty early. MD weak as well here. The rest of this still up to play with the soldier in the back.
Lex is behind though. Oh, they saw him.
Well, they can still play aggressive off of the threat though, and they will certainly take their chances here just to try to cover space on MG Zombies, and are deep in on them already. Everyone's taking so much damage. Scout on the medic, that will do the job here. Another scout also behind was even with Lex at some point able to cut off the exit for Ketsky as well. Full wipe here. Soldier behind might not have done much themselves, but it was certainly enough for the rest of them to just push forward with.
Yeah, I don't think they knew how to deal with Lex behind that at all. Both solis were like constantly fighting him. So even I don't think he got a kill. Oh, he did actually kill Trumpet in the end. But yeah, even with that, it was like 2v1ing and he gets a kill and wasted like their pretty much their entire mid, and so that his team could just take all the space. So pretty good mid there from Lex, as they need to win this game. Their soldiers need to go well, and he's doing it for them.
Yeah, this is one way to drive home the scoreline here. If they can just wrap up one more round at 5 minutes left. Uber coming in somewhat early. Gunsmith spotted as well. Let's see if they can get some more cap time quickly now. Trying already, but they don't get much damage with this. So this will just come down to playing point here well. And damage is coming in with it. Eventually, Heavy out of spawn as well, though. 2 down already. It's looking dire for maybe Stupid as it all goes to point. Heavy cannot get there in time. Goes down as well. Nice cleanup there by Heaps for the rest of the team. And there you go. 3-hour lead with basically no time left to play here.
Yeah, pretty much in quite close to a repeat of the first mid, just stomping it, and now it should be, I think this has to be just a kill everyone mid or you don't win the game from I May Be Stupid, and they'll probably be pretty disappointed after that second mid that they just lose 2 in a round. And this is a pretty fat mid from Lex. Kalski almost dies, but he insta-kills MG. They still have to kind of commit. Raylan's probably going to get bullied by Lex here, by Heaps here in the area. He does. They pretty much have to run away now though, but things are looking dire with just under 5 to go.
Yeah, the early demo pick just really doesn't make it easy to try to take the slow fight here. Still attached on mid, Trumpet believes, but it's a scout on point against you, and another one falling back to you as well, so not much a single Solly can do there.
Benjay kind of feeds as well though, and they'll fight this with Uber. I don't really know if they should be fighting from top right, but they are. They're running. I think they're just swapping doors. Surely they can't run back to last tier.
Yeah, you just don't have time for that. You need to commit now. It's your only chance.
Odd.
That's the tough part about like time limits like this right now on this scoreline here as well. You just need to take bad chances because it's the only chances you still have left at this point.
Well, especially when it's like you have to. I think you have to win this game to win get to finals. You know.
Oh yeah,
or come 5th, 6th, or 7th. Like you want to be winning at least trying to tie, and they pretty much just resign themselves to losing. And like I said, I don't want to lose by too many rounds, but I feel like you're better off losing 4-0 and trying rather than losing 3-0 and not rolling the dice.
At the end of the day, history just remembers the winners here, not by how much the other team lost by.
Plus, it's like, well, it's not like 3 rounds in 5 minutes has never been done before, as Lex get memed in the doorway.
Especially against Australians, that's never happened.
No idea what you're talking about, mate.
Anyway, well, for what it's worth, MG Zombies plays themselves are fading right now a little bit. Get MG called at least, but 3 down themselves here. Maybe Stupid has at least some reason to feel vindicated to try to put forward here. Actually, they take the exchange forward, but no one's on the beam for Mirror Me until now at the very end here.
Yeah, Raylan should get cleaned up as well here, yeah. And kind of a really awkward fight. And in the end, looks like I May Be Stupid probably will win. But they've wasted enough time that it's impossible to lose, even though they all get cleaned up.
The control point is being contested.
Alright, point be taken by I May Be Stupid. That's, a step in the right direction, but with 2 minutes 40 left.
Yeah, it's dead time.
Might just be
I think
too
the
late.
fastest round I've pretty much ever seen is like 52 seconds, so can't even do that 3 times. I don't know what the fastest possible cap for this map is, but I'm gonna guess it's probably more than that.
Yeah, like a fast average round is like a minute 15 if you
exactly.
don't have the literally freest mid win of all time. And still have to fight for it a little bit, so certainly we're beyond that pace already here. I May Be Stupid can get around for their own morale here, maybe feel less defeated going to the next map, but in the end they will be defeated, and that's all MG Zombies needs to care about right now. Lex even with the Force Cinematic early onto second as well.
Yeah, they get Lex, but yeah, that's job well done. They should be. Yeah, they got their NG at last in the same hidey spot. Meth does kind of stand too far forward and dies for it. But Trumpet kind of bombs the sentry. 3v4 though, 4v4 with Lex spawning. NG doing work though. Bit of a clusterfuck. Lex surely doesn't win this, and no, he doesn't. So on the board, like you said, morale booster. No, you're at least close to as good as them, and get next game. Like we were talking about before, the main thing is not to just be completely disheartened. I know that they might have been, well, we can't win this map, but we'll keep playing solid TF2 and not get pissed, and rather than YOLOing and then getting pissed when it doesn't work. So that's fair enough. F does die here, so they might be able to get a second one.
Deep one by both soldiers as well, hitting huge damage on the combo.
once again, the Miramu just sneaks away, and it's a kind of a wasted bomb, and they get smacked. And it'll probably be 4-1, so kind of the pretty weird. That was the mid they went aggro, not the one before. Even though MG did die pretty early, but still. And now their morale boosting round is going to turn into like, well, we got smacked the round after.
The control point is being contested.
We'll
Still,
see how that
maybe
affects
they
them,
didn't
I
practice
suppose.
the map too much, and they might just be, don't worry about it, it's a shit map, we'll just never have to play it again, hopefully, in their mumble. They do have a spy, though.
That's unfortunately a weak excuse if the scoreline still
Very
says
true,
a bit
but,
0
well,
for you.
On the Spy, Crits Creek, Sniper, NG, this is goated. Kind of like that Open Highlander you were watching, I would imagine. It's kind of
Open
working
Highlander
though,
is the
Mech
best
is
call.
backstabbed. They're actually gonna hold, oh yeah,
I mean,
time. So
I
they
guess
did
you could
hold.
call it a hold.
That's a morale victory, bro. Moral victory
Crit Spy
for the
working,
boys.
yes. That's
Yeah,
a W in
Crit
my book.
Spy, Sniper, NG, Pro Lander style actually, winning for you is definitely worth. It's tough to come up against a strong DM team and then try to DM it out, which is kind of what the strategy was, and then come out ahead just doing that.
Well, we'll see what the strats will be this time around. CP Gullivore for map 2 here, MG Zombies won the last one, CP Villa. Quite convincingly by the scoreline here in the end. Let's see if this will be any different or if they can keep up the pace for now. Just Legs going in deep, getting some good damage, but not having any backup
Island's
right now
really
will
far
go
in
down.
as well.
The control point is being captured.
Neither Red sort of accomplishing too much though. They get Raylan in the end of his own one, but that's about it here. So maybe Stupid can just play this passive from here on out. Certainly are trying to start not getting out alive either. And with that, actually sitting on point pretty much just for free right now. Just off the fact that they deny 2 bombs here. And maybe you were right all along. Maybe playing just a bit more passive here, taking it slow is the answer right now.
Yeah, well, if you smash Lex and Benjay, you should beat this team. So if they just focused on the mid, like you said, Raylan's probably a bit disappointed he didn't kill the med because he waddled up behind him. But yeah, just playing it safe, killing the soldiers and then pushing out, it's always a good strat against the zombie boys. Because I don't think they're going to stop doing it. They're still going to always, like, Lex and Benjay are going to go for plays. MG getting trapped though is kind of unfortunate as well, just there.
Yeah, it's a funny river trap.
Hopefully they play it a bit safer this, and rather than like triple sacking every time.
Ooh, soldier in, Lex. Oh, not quite hitting that one. Keller not popping to that one either. There was a final rocket coming, it just didn't hit in the end. The wall shot didn't land. Certainly could have been a drop, if not for the miss here. So I may be stupid getting a little bit lucky here. And staying on last with that for a little bit longer here. Not much obviously to play off right now, even though we're only the one pick right now. Spawning as well already, and there's a gun still on last as well in the middle of the point. So a lot more work needs to be done here to actually get in. Let's see what they will do about all of this though.
That's one obstacle on. I mean, I'm a big fan of just, scout ghost point. If you're going to double sack on this map, I don't think double solly's that good. Like, scout goes under, and then you kind of fight someone point and jump it. Jump then while you sticky it. Doesn't really look like they're doing anything though, except getting killed by waddlers. Yeah, not really sure what happened there, they just got waddled at.
That's unfortunate, and MG Zombies won't stop waddling just yet. They want to take as much space with it as they can. They don't want to be stuck on last year at all. So River Take it is already damage towards combo. They want to force them back, obviously, or at least force the Uber early, but they will be forced themselves here. Actually, a trap. I think it was in the end. No one was deep at all. Jump onto Keller will use eventually with this one. Benjay not getting out. Can they claim anything else? Uber already played it for MG Zombies. Precious going deep into lobby. Cannot hit the shots in time though on the scouts.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate, but Keller kind of got surfed and then didn't want to get Crater and then get hit by like a 10 damage shot and die to that. So in the end, pretty lucky coming out from Zombies. They're just
not giving up
though. Pressure's just doing big damage and there's a huge bomb by Flare. They should just cap this out. And yeah, really good push in. Just Precious, Raylan absolutely destroying. I think he killed both scouts in like a single rocket, like in the second single rocket. Do we have a pause here?
Yes. Well, it is either a really quick round right here,
It's
or
over
a
anyway,
really
so
quick stalemate.
I assume someone probably timed out.
Guess we'll find out in a second here. Pause wasn't long, so it should be about in a minute's worth of time when the pause happened in the SDV. So we'll get our answer soon. For now, we have a mid fight here. I may be stupid up one.
Oh,
for the first time in the lead as well, but that's a
just
rough
gets
start.
Raylan's in a really... Keller's
Keller's
just
just
gonna die. They got Keller was stuck in the corner, as is MG currently. So I think MG's... Oh, that's awkward from MG. Scout decides not to dodge and he misses. So I think I can see where the pause is coming from now. It's going to be looking like a very quick round for the zombies. So good play there. They didn't actually... Unexpectedly, they didn't just jump in still. They just played it safe and they got a good meme kill on Raylan. And then Keller was stuck in the corner and just got spammed out.
Yeah, being stickied off from the rest of your team on a mid fight, Alessamatic, has to be rough. Just the guy sniping you, basically.
Didn't put enough pressure on Meth. Meth just walked across and he destroyed.
Well, they still have the opportunity to do just that as well here. Point already starting to
Good
get
kill
capped.
as well on Starb.
Benjay with the cleanup as well. Points wide open now. Big damage by Meth as well. Hits one pipe down to like 2 people at the same time. Arrow of a mirror will clean up the round here. And that's the end of it, this one. Just clean in, get the damage done. Force them to point as well once their number's down. Pretty much what you want to see here. And that's the game tied up very quickly here all of a sudden.
Seems some weird meme Discord error for Precious had to restart his computer or something. Back to mid, both teams playing pretty passive here. Trumpet gets smashed again, but lives in the air this time.
Alright, Red Sword is still waiting. They're not quite as aggressive as you predicted,
Really
but
good
certainly still
bomb
taking the
from
chances.
Benjay though, they're gonna crush everything. They just didn't get spotted at all. Like their whole team from I May Be Stupid pushed forward, and they forgot. Hey, wait, maybe we should look for soldiers, and they just think, nah, fuck it, it'll be fine. And they basically just got destroyed from behind, and then it was kind of a 3v4 on the other side with Lex and Benjay coming in from behind.
Yeah, they're still living by the gameplay you expected them to do, just ever so slightly shifted it to just take the time a little bit, wait them forward a bit more to have a better opportunity to bump them forward and have the rest of the team push up with it as well. And it just didn't work. It worked brilliantly, full wipe basically.
Yeah, it was amazing timing pretty much, like they bombed at the perfect time. They are just coming straight in here. This is a really good pyro from Kalski. He's wasted the entire Uber, he will die for it though. Trump's on point, MG once again gets the meme kill, but they're all stuck in spawn. Doing a good old Exo special 5-man and spawn after the pyro died. And 2 quick rounds from MG Zombies after it was looking pretty good for I May Be Stupid.
Yeah, maybe you're just waking up for the mid fight here, realizing this is what we need to do here. Let's just get this over with. And for the moment, this just looks like a very quick affair. If they can keep this pace up right now, let's see how mid fight number 4 goes for now. Bomb in early by
kill. Huge.
both soldiers actually in there as well. Again, another one on top of that. Just a matter of can they get anything going on MG Zombies right now. They're trying desperately, but Keller's still alive and safe and choke.
Yeah, it'll be nothing. Yeah, really good bomb. I thought the bomb he does is really weird because he gets to that elbow really slow, but he still managed to get the double rocket off that time, which he failed to do the first mid. And yeah, that time Lex and Benjay didn't have the time to do anything before half the team was dead, and then it was kind of just poverty bombs afterwards. He's just going for the sniper here, so we'll see if he can get anything done. Looks like he's just going to run away though.
Alright, I may be stupid, maybe down, but they're not out just yet. It's only 1 round deficit. They have full ad into last as well. It's just a matter of finding opportunity to use it, and obviously about that, MG Zombies wants to have something to say here. See if they can with the pyro, with the gun as well. They're opting for Shudder. The pyro's right there as well. Uber pop early. Gun getting precious too. Pyros had noted this for so long as well, and then the soldier from behind. No one had an eye on the other side of the lobby area there.
Quite
Benjay just
possibly
completely
like the worst Uber in ozfortress history, not gonna lie. I don't remember the last time where an Uber's not got a single kill. Did they kill the gun in the end?
I don't remember.
I don't even
No,
think
because they didn't get past the pyro.
They
pyro
didn't even
fell
kill
back,
the gun, and they got wiped. Actually, probably the worst. Like you said, why would they go Shudder when the pyro's standing there? Like, they walked into it and it went horribly, who would have thought? And then, yeah, the soldiers once again, they forget about them for a moment and they strike. And they're actually going to be kind of reverse swept here all the way to last, it looks like. Probably will get Uber here. Oh no, they're not even close because of how long Keller was dead for.
That's going to be pretty disheartening having your own Uber just do the opposite of what it was supposed to do. MG still forward as well, actually. He tries to block second of all things. Goes in against the scout. Unsurprisingly, doesn't go well here. Help goes through either way, and now there's suddenly no demo won't last anymore.
They might get Uber from this. Like, it'll be really tight. If he had blocked for like maybe 5 more seconds, they might have got. They're still 90% here. If they can, they're actually going to get it here. Oh no! Oh, Meth is a god. Holy shit. 99% and Meth gets a triple pipe kill and wins the round. Actually amazing.
That's one way to do it.
Him.
Both devils trying to be the heroes. Meth just doing it ever so slightly better here for MG Zombies, and we're back on the 3-1 score lane here. Still plenty of time left to be played here. But the mids just need to start getting better. It started nice, but as you've said before, MG Zombies with the soldiers just able to outperform them right now heavily on these mids.
Looks like they're going to kill Benjay here. Raylan will die for it as well. Kalski's going to get 2v1, so this should be a retreat pretty much. Precious is dead too.
Oh, Keller gets caught as well in the end. Starp just deep on them. Gets the kill on the medic, and I mean, it's just a matter of making sure the rest of these don't get on the medic, and with the soldier down as well as MG out through choke already, not much of a threat of that right now. So, huge mid win for MG Zombies here, once again with the med kill as well, where Miramu lives. This is just much more advantage to go around.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something they can do in second, but even then it's probably not going to be more than just some sacks at this point.
Yeah, I hope MG doesn't sack again, to be honest. I mean, last mid went pretty well because Miramu instantly died. Oh, Miramu gets headshot. Kalski beast. From River, the most obvious spot, he still gets to kill. And that... Benjay looks like he'll get a kill here. Oh, Kalski once again. Nice shot. Turning it around for them here.
Well, people are going for the backup though. The second cap needs to be quick or else they might be in for a tough one here. Looks like the fight's going well right now though.
Get back to it. That was a good play there. They got so many kills and wasted so much time. Precious just needs to cap here. Stop fucking around with Meth and cap, yeah, and he eventually gets to it.
I mean, you've seen what the man can do. They're scared of these pipes.
Definitely, fair enough, but Meth was running. If a demo man's running through a doorway, he's going to kill you, man, if you chase him. It's a known rule. So just cap, do the team thing. Still ad for them here, like pretty big, so they should be able to push in somewhere.
Yeah, the backup helped, but it clearly just didn't do enough in the end to really salvage this some more here. So like you said, advantage still in maybe Stupid's hand. Certainly looking to take mid already. Soldier opening the zone up. Most of the rest of the team falling back already. No more sacks we found as well. They still have the sniper.
Lex is also
Lex
on his main. Yeah, Lex is a sniper main also, as is Kalski, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out with some big headshot. They hit him soon though, his team's getting overrun.
Yeah, they just want to take the point before the other team gets, but MG Zombies just has the time to get over right now. Loses players for it though. Scouts both getting dropped from the beam here. This exchange is crumbling before it even started for MG Zombies, so they will have to fall back here before the over and the sniper. Sniper caught out already. Medic all alone on last as well.
Meth has to go huge here or they're just done. Yeah, Keller at the end, revenge for that last point. Heaps has to 1v6 here, and unsurprisingly for the scout player, he gets crushed. See, a really weird kind of attempt. Lex had to hit shots there and it didn't happen, and yet they still tried to trade there. All 4 of them were in the one spot, and they either all get multied and awful Uber, or they don't, and it's an awful Uber, so...
Yeah, like it wasn't good to begin with, but it was just even worse before it started. They just tunnel vision to combo, didn't see the flank, lose 2 instantly to a scout flanking you. And so we're back to 2-3 on the midpoint once again.
In here though somehow, and it's just 2 shots Keller. Like
Who's
he's
really
waddling on the floor, and MG. Like you just can't let that happen against these soldiers, because Benjay won't miss very often. He did a couple of times last bit, but very often as an MG zombie himself, if he gets in the chance to MG shoot you, he won't miss.
One blade bump in as well.
Oh,
close call for the medic.
Yeah, Meth takes it for him. Champ. But yeah, I don't
One more to go around as well, actually.
Benjay's literally just standing in the one spot, spams rockets, and then they just forget about him, and 2 seconds later he bombs and gets a double kill. You just can't let that happen.
Well, it's too little too late to complain about enough of them. They need to make up for the mistakes already. And Kalski once again works once, works twice.
He's actually turning it on here. trigger bot is toggled. I'm gonna spec that man to check if he's toggling.
It wouldn't be the first time I've seen it this week, so I believe it.
This allusion to open Highlander Russians.
Most definitely.
He has been stuck here. That was a pretty close flick, but not quite. They do force the Uber out and they get a single sniper and they're going to be able to repush here. Really awkward Uber so far, but 2 players go down behind, including the demo. They should be able to shit fight this. They have gotten 2 kills during the Uber as well. Heaps will die, but Miramu's on, trying to... I'm not sure that was the play, Miramu, but it might work out for him somehow. Okay, so in the end, a very chaos fight. Miramu just not able to actually get to someone. They're still going for this though, and they're not going to be able to. They'll have to run. And
I buy the efforts, and I maybe stupid needs these efforts as well. They are still down here as well. At least they're up on Uber right now, with like no one to heal for a second for Miramu, but I don't know where they are maybe of this one. It's going to be difficult to act off small advantages like this anyway, and maybe they're just trying a bit too hard and walking straight to traps.
I think this is a bit of a hopeful push considering how even that was. In the end, it doesn't go too bad, but MG died instantly. They're gonna not get out though here. Actually, Lex and Stub have both died at the same time, and they get the Uber as well.
Okay, Miramu rightfully killed us there.
Kills for the stats to cuck Precious Ozef stats, and yeah, disaster. That was I thought they had that. It was working so well, but the DS got turned around on them and they got crushed in the end with 2 players dying, and then Miramu and Heaps being left out to dry.
Sniping. Already gets one, still in forward spawn as well. Big bomb in there by both ends though. Soldier on the medic here for MG zombies. That will do it. Lex will go down, but it's certainly worth it for them already here.
And maybe rushing that a bit, especially after getting headshot, still trying to fight that.
This is all on right now, hiding a drop down.
For it. Yeah, I'm gonna imagine he's actually on. Surely he doesn't get it, and he does not. Surely Kalski goes sniper here though. Goes into spawn, and it looks like he has been let in and back on his main. So definitely watching for the trigger bot here.
Well, let's see. They're certainly coming right up for the sideline.
Oh, does it in 1. Gets Meth once again, although it was a pretty easy shot this time.
Not the medic though, as well as the bomb actually not getting
2 and 2. Not
Never
bad,
mind.
man, not bad. Lex should die behind the point here. Unfortunately, they don't really commit for him, he does get killed. Nice shot as well from Demo. Huge midi. Or close to a midi at least.
Well, here come the Sags. They want to go forward, they want to make space against the last few players alive here, and not going well. Both Benjay and Heaps down right now. They still have the fact of the matter that they already have people here to play around, but with the players they just lost, they actually don't really dare too much to stay on the second
really needs to live here. He's got a crater as well. Oh, what a actual Tempest. Holy crap, I wish I could do that. They're gonna trade here though. Lex has got him behind MG. MG's kind of being left out to dry here. Kalski should finish it though.
You go from saving yourself with a rocket to killing yourself with a rocket instantly in a matter of a second here for Raiden. Whatever the case though, fight's working largely.
But Heaps will get killed, hopefully. Surely they can waddle at this man and kill him. They will eventually, I would think. Trying to put on his MG boots and 3v1.
That was questionable. Because like one scout stayed point, the other scout went the right side around. Well, the medic went the other side, so they sandwiched him with a medic and a scout, which could have easily like be a complete disaster.
Yeah, I mean,
luckily it didn't.
Yeah, at that one they kind of just assumed he would run, but this is an MG zombie team. Their screen goes black when they see an enemy, apart from that enemy, and they thirst for blood, so they're never gonna run away there. But yeah, in the end, another clusterfuck of a fight, but in the end, a very good win for maybe Stupid. And still only 1 round off on this map. Neff kills Precious though, and this is a huge bomb from Lex. No one's with Kala. Huge headshot rocket. Gets the force. Will die for it, I would hope. Not gonna die for it. He does eventually, but this should be a clean up.
Yeah, they're pushing up instantly. They have to win a second spot, so if they have to use it
at least. But yeah, Kala just got left alive alone when Precious got trapped. Like, it's just those small mistakes that you don't see the trap get killed by, and then your med gets left alone because everyone else has ran away. You just can't have that happen if you
Almost
want to
surprised they
convert
didn't do
around.
more with the chase of the, but because they were very quick to act off this. They very quickly just went forward with 90 to try to catch them, and used in the end as well to try to make it easier, but still didn't reach anyone in time, so I may be stupid actually. Getting really, really lucky they're able to get out in time here against all of this. Still loses the mid here in the end, but that's fine if you're living, and especially with advantage now as well.
Yeah, that's the thing though with the scout speed. Even, unless you're like really, really bad out of position, like a lot of the time you can still just waddle away and it's fine. Should be able to get mid for free here. They see Benjay and Lex, I would imagine. They actually get 2 kills though, once again get trapped. Lex is under point here, and they're forced to trade. This should be a disaster. MG's definitely dead. Just yeah, they're not taking like, they're obviously not seeing traps, or Meth is just goated trapper, and then they're just trying to take fights against probably better DM soldiers, and it's not working.
Yeah, so mid still in control here, second in fact, being capped up as we speak as well here. Not really much advantage to last, but I mean, as much as it's still completely on an even scoreline for the most part, the only 1 round difference is with 10 minutes left still anyone's game really. Having to spend that time on your own last point doesn't make it any easier to actually tie it back up in the end.
But yeah, another chance for Kalski to boost his EP with some more fat headshots and hopefully get his team off last.
Maybe that's just the answer for the rest of the game as well. Just
perma snipe. I mean, you might as if you're getting a double kill every fight and forcing Ubers and stuff, it's like, why not? You know, why not indeed? Not really seeing much at the moment here.
Bomb in with that as well. It's exactly what you wanted, but it's not quite working. Mets and spawn. Takes a while to clean up the bombing players, but it will do the job in the end.
I can't believe it. MG lives somehow again. The Soli was inside of him and was reloading instead of going for it. And Kalski swaps and kills him. So I feel like they just need to try and defend MG a bit more here. He's kind of been pretty lucky with some of these bombs living. Didn't lose too much ground here at least though.
Yeah, pretty much none at all. Lex waiting at spawn. I wonder if someone's coming back for them. Oh no! It's just a off class to heavy here. It took a while for them to find the heavy button, but the task has been accomplished. The heavy will be deployed here. Let's see how much that can do here. Honestly, I think this is probably one of the better maps to pull out the heavy. You can just sit back on high ground and spam a lot of damage, and you just go through Shudder even after the start of the push.
I don't think it's that good for trading, because your trade should always be worse. And yeah, look how much worse their trade is. It's at least half the time less. I don't know what this chase is though. Like they've kind of just used and stood there.
Heavy has been deployed.
It's kind of
all the attention away, but no one's pushing with it. Yeah, everyone's so late to activate it.
The thing is, Meth kind of waddled at Keller, and Keller somehow. I can't believe Keller lives here. I think the theory was good. It was just so disjointed that it was awful in the end. Somehow Miramu runs away as well though. But if they actually went in roller as everyone jumped Lex, I think it would have worked. Except Meth was the only one that pushed and everyone baited him, and then it didn't work and Lex just died and they got crushed. Once again, oh, nice spot there, huge surf. That was actually brilliant. Like, such a good surf from Keller. Get under, away from the Soli.
Yeah, blue Met still alive means they have still a chance on this fight here. And right now, with the sacks also not going through on the medic here, on top of that, they're having the player ad on top of that, and with that, all the space to play for. So, empty zombies will give this one up eventually, even if a little bit begrudgingly so, knowing they basically have even Uber right now. You wouldn't want to give this up if you have another choice, but probably for the best here, rotation towards Big Door for the blue combo, trying to keep up the pressure here as much as they can. Lex meeting them on the other side as well, but MG has the trap ready, and that's one to start the fight off with.
Precious dying is really bad though.
Well, that's the force early, actually.
They do get the force, but they've been kind of a huge disaster. They might get a demo kill. They have to turn around and kill the scout though. And Starb is behind on mid also. Yeah, really awkward there. They kind of got a force, but so many of them died and they got forced themselves, so full retreat. They should spawn and defend second, but yeah. Once again, and time's getting a bit spicy for them, so might be a bit tough. Oh, huge bomb. there at choke. They've absolutely crushed them from Lex.
Oh, but they still get the medic. Helski is just somehow in on the medic there, not uncontested. I guess everyone's too busy killing them. No one's able to stay alive. Keller still alive after all of this as well.
Control point is being captured.
Yeah, just... I think they'll take that though. Taking a point for a medic isn't that bad, especially when they're stuck at last. Because last is always kind of the disaster point when pushing into, or pushing out of, I mean. But
yeah, they'll
also
gladly take the opportunity.
Bit of a desperation, I think, into mid there, kind of time ticking down, getting worried.
I mean, still have to be desperate as well. 6 minutes left here. They need to get back on the map here. So seconds next on the agenda. Lex taken down before any sack could really happen. And with that, most of MG Zombies just playing it safe, fully aware of the situation, fully aware. Let's just play around the sniper
Sorry
here.
to interrupt,
Keeps
but he
in
sniper big door. Yeah, sniper. Not hitting anything though.
Didn't have a good angle either. I could have maybe gotten down one, which is a good pick, don't get me wrong, but probably still enough for them to push forward. Better to just not choke here and
hit
too
so
late on
many
that
free
one.
shots. He had like 3 free shots and just missed. They need Kalski to give him some tips on the sniper.
Secure the control point.
Well, I may be stupid not just getting it off last, but all the way to second with this as well. Uber's up now for MG Zombies, they're down 1 and far back, so this might impact their decision making here, but for now they have a fighting chance at least. Lex with the big bomb hits a lot of damage. Keller will not use to that though. Takes the pack, they should be fine again. And MG Zombies, 1 spawning player, 1 down as well. They don't want to stay on second here, don't take a chance. 5 minutes left, they're stuck on last again. It's even Uber, but they're still bleeding the players here in lobby.
Yeah, kind of a weird. I don't know why Lex sacked there. It was even Uber and he hard bombed going for the force and just died and let them take this point for free. There was a bit of a shit fight in lobby that I may be stupid, didn't really need to take, but in the end it didn't work out too bad. And basically they just have to find a way to break down the defense. They have 5 minutes to do it, so don't need a full-on rush, but you obviously don't want to get wiped from last to last like they did the other time they had full ad. So with the sentry, they have to spam the sentry first and then try and play point with the heavy there. Precious is sniper though, surprising choice considering Kalski's goated performance on the sniper man so far, but we'll see how he does. Not very well,
It
apparently.
won't last very long. Not getting a chance just yet. Heaps still there though. Maybe that one can put some headshots for you on the board. For the frag movie, let's see what they're doing here. For now, it's just general pressure into lobby. Both soldiers is having the time of their lives, getting trumpet with that too. Maybe able to sack as well now. Obviously, 1 scout off the field, with Precious just now spawning. If they're quick enough off of it, but so far no one really is. They're taking this slow with the full combo actually through the river onto top, trying to see if they can make this a fight, but they don't like their chances here actually. They just leave heaps to snipe, and that's all they're really doing here.
Yeah, it's probably just not worth it. At like this point in the game, you're winning. You don't need to do anything. There's no point going for a non-perfect Uber if you don't think you can get a perfect one, and then shitting the bed and losing this round when you're winning. Like they just wasted a minute and a half on that quite plainly awful sniper, and then Solly dying in lobby for no reason. They do get the gun here, it gives them some opportunity to try something.
Soldier hiding in the corner, no one's checking for it as well.
Benjay just
Lex is
jumped
just waiting.
He does get, that's a really good force, but unfortunately for him, Benjay just jumped into like 4 stickies for no reason. This is, they can still maybe meme point here. Oh no, Raylan's dead.
Yeah, much too much Uber left at that point.
They tried to go for point, like 2 of them, and the heavy just ate them both. It was kind of a silly choice. Really good force by Lex, but yeah, I don't know why Benjay jumped onto 4 stickies. And Trumpet once again kind of just getting caught out a bit, trying to do a bit too much spam when it wasn't really on.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Karski trying to do something big door, but not really happening.
Yeah, but these zombies will take like this point here. With this little time left, that is not a full death sentence, but it's close to it.
At least on the bright side, they only have a tiny disad. So if they push off, if they build well, and then MG zombies try and push, they could turn it around and just stomp from mid to last. That's if they actually push, which doesn't look like they want to. They're just gonna play it smart, play it safe.
Yeah, this game has been going from let's go for the comeback to let's at least go for the golden cap here. That's the only fighting chance I have right now.
Kalski in behind, gonna get crushed, I would imagine, by Lex. Might just be a last ditch YOLO snipe. Because I feel like if You kind of just have to trade after that and then go for the shit fight. Otherwise, you don't really have much chance. Because I think MG zombies have put their one combined brain cell each together to make 6 and decided the smart play is just to hold.
Certainly it looks like it right now compared to how the rest of the game has been.
Yeah,
Only a
it's
minute and a
definitely
half
not
left to
worth
go.
pushing with such a small time left, so they've made the right choice.
This is all the pressure on I May Be Stupid. They
Once
need
again, they're
something
walking
quick
in
and
really
something
far.
good. And Victor's well starts to happen.
Kalski's just
Hold on
gonna
the
feed
backhand as
again
well.
though. Lex will die in lobby 2, so kind of an awkward
Yeah,
trade
comes the
there.
exchange
though.
as well, but they have to leave. They have such a worse Uber here. They cannot stay in Victor, so MD Zombies force them back.
Benji
This is
died
Benji
by
as well,
himself,
though.
And
Devilman
he's
is
gonna
still in
kill
behind
Scar
as well.
too, huge from Raylan, baiting MG perfectly there, and they've somehow taken this point. Somehow they
There's a
let
chance
Raylan
here.
and kill everything somehow. Maybe I think they focused so hard on MG, who jumped like behind with the Uber, and I think they just have to. Yeah, they're just in now. Precious is standing on stickies, but somehow survived.
Bomb in by Red and hit some decent damage. Point still not capped on second. That's the kill on Lex. They're all getting to point now. Point
They're gonna
capped.
do
It's
it,
wide
though.
open to go for.
And-
And that's
oh.
good enough. No one's getting there in time.
In the end, just the YOLO plays kind of MG just jumping behind, saying fuck it, and then Raylan backing him up. And then they just didn't have the spawners. Obviously, complete dead time, so we will be seeing a golden cap after this dead time.
Yeah, somehow that play just worked. They were so scared of the devil behind that they just didn't pay attention to the soldier. And
Yeah.
sometimes it just goes that quick.
Yeah,
One mistake.
You failed stalemate.
Bit of probably, I guess, I didn't see exactly what happened, but probably a bit of tunnel vision on MG. Go.
Alright, we're
So-
good to go. It is the golden cap between I May Be Stupid and MG Zombies. MG Zombies winning map number 1, but I May Be Stupid just barely bringing it to the golden cap here in the last seconds for map 2. So let's see who will come out with how many points here at the end of the day.
Let's just, Bosolly's playing under again. Raylan just going for the super aggro mid and not working at all. Trumpet also doing it, and yeah, they did trade Solis in the end though. They were all focused on the other team Solis. So I think
Okay, complete
maybe
pretty
Stupid will
shoulderless
be
fight.
pretty confident on this with their scouts, or with Precious especially. If they kill Precious though, they've definitely won. No real commitment
everyone's
though,
careful.
which is surprising.
I mean, it is exactly
Meth
even
gets
right now. There we
overextended,
go.
and yeah, Precious takes advantage as he so often does and smashes
Keeps
them.
going. Oh, soldier from spawn. Benji
He
not
dies for it,
fast
though.
enough.
That's really bad because this is a 4v6. At second, Meth has no chance of spawning. I think Lex is going to YOLO bomb, but if Lex's bomb goes badly, yeah, he probably the right call in the golden cap. Don't give the other team any chance when you think your bomb's going to be bad. But yeah, Meth just getting caught out there, as he did once or twice the other map, but not really this map as much, and yeah, it just goes badly for them.
Also, if you are an early morning European viewer, you might want to know that Australia does still have infinite golden caps, potentially. There's no time limit
What do
on
you do?
the
10
round.
minutes and whoever wins mid.
Yes. Well, no, actually, our current time procedure is when time runs out, you play a mid-fight.
You mean the 10 minutes and whoever wins the mid fight wins? Double bomb on
Well,
the
after the
point,
mid-fight.
not really working well. Especially
Not
no,
really.
you can't do that play when the gun's staring at point. Doesn't really look like they're in much position to do anything though. They're really slow to push out at all here, and yeah, they're pretty confident staying on bats here. I may be stupid, and Trumpet and MG, I assume, will just bully them away as they do. So yeah, I think they played that really slow. I wish they would just send Kalski back. Like, just like Kalski, he hasn't done that well on flank scout. He's just been a bit passive. Let him go play the class he wants to play and he's better at, and it's been amazing on tonight. And he'll farm and win you the round, rather than, because the double sacks haven't worked like at all. Pretty much, it's only their like YOLO plays and then sniper plays really that have worked.
Alright, at the very least, losing these players as so often on Gully second is not that big a deal. They will be able to keep the point intact here. It's just not an opportunity good enough for MG Zombies to really dare to push out of blast, especially not now in the golden cap. Unlike before, where it was like still a lead at least, but this is all to play for right now.
I guess so, but once they've lost 2 players a lot, MG zombies, I mean, I may be stupid, kind of have shit the bed. Like, they've lost 2 at this situation and then kind of collapse, so... They kill Benji under though, so this should definitely allow for a more aggressive kind of play here. They really need to get forward in River here with the Solided and get the gun. Like, why are you bombing into the gun while baiting point? Like, you had the time to spam the gun there with no Soli pressure, and instead they kind of just don't think it through and feed.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. 10 minutes was the LAN/online cup time limit, because events like this need shorter time limits as well to stay on schedule than regular season games. Anyway, no time limit here, so
yeah, not really
like you said, they do have the
all,
time
so
to
just
spam
waiting.
the gun here. They're just not taking the time just yet.
Yeah, Benji kind of half sacked, but then said fuck it, didn't want to die for it. Yeah, kind of weird, like, especially if Soli's dead, the gun's in a spammable spot if you sit on that roller door at River. Especially if you're 1 down, spam the gun and then make your play. Like, they're not going to be able to do anything while this gun is up except feed. Once again, Koski not on sniper, surprisingly.
And we are remaining in the waiting game. It's just a matter of time before one of these teams find an opportunity. For now, I may be stupid, still very careful about it. Still not having found opportunity again to spam the gun. And I won't daring to go to point just yet, so taking it as slow as possible here. Understandable enough, you don't want to take unnecessary risk, especially right now, despite how the game might have gone before this. Back comes some gun spam finally, it's just not well timed though.
Yeah, but it's a Soli soldier, like, with no heals. He's never going to get that unless the NG is asleep.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, okay, so they do sneak the other one in and get it, so... Which is good, and now they'll be able to do something. Looks like they're just going to Kalski under, which is going to be tough, because they're both just sitting on the ring. I hope they go, yeah, they jump for the med here. It's a pretty bad bomb. He somehow gets a bunch of rockets off, and MG's going for it. Unfortunately, can't quite get it.
There was like one missed rocket here that broke this, unfortunately, before I may be stupid. So
yeah,
back to second is a little bit pressure into lobby, but...
Once again, they're not really doing anything.
Oh no, they're
They've
going
come in
for
big
it?
door, actually. Yeah, they just are YOLOing. They've got in... Their zombie brain has got on board. Pretty good spam, though. Keller surely uses
Because 9 HP
drops.
goes down.
What? Surely Keller
I mean, I
must have
understand
known
how holding
that
until 9 HP,
Kalski's
but
at
what's your 9
last
HP?
here, has to... Yeah, once you're at 9 HP, they do force at least, kind of a limp dick ending to that pretty, pretty good hold. Like, they were putting heaps of pressure on, and then you're on 9 HP and say, nah, she'll be right, and don't you... MG feeds at mid as well, so... Just the impatience, kinda, and... sloppiness creeping in here. Precious instead of Kalski on the sniper as well, and he gets his head smacked in by a soldier. Gee, if they lose this golden cap, it's because they didn't Kalski perma-snipe, bro. Like 100%.
Maybe.
Because they've just gotten reverse swept by feeding. Like, they got the force, and then they lost 2 points by feeding afterwards, so that's kind of sloppy play from them. And now they're in the same situation where the other team has all the time in the world to do what they want to do.
A tiny bit advantage as well. I'd be surprised if they dare to go off it, but maybe they just will take their chances here. Yeah, push from River, spot the gun as well on the staircase. That's one thing already down. Soda down as well. Heaps towards point, starts pressuring the fight towards this point area here, and everyone will have to contest now, and it's not looking great. Scouts weak on cap as well.
Keller does use in the end though, so not awful, and Heaps is Heaps behind point. He's dead for it.
Yeah, he was
though.
on a...
Meth is stuck River, he probably will get out, yeah. So in the end they do get a force, which is good. But yeah, they needed to go point earlier there, while the rest of, like, one of the rounds, all 5 of them, I May Be Stupid was in spawn and they didn't. And they capped that time, they need to do the same thing this time and they didn't. Good kills though, Meth gets a kill on Trumpet, they will get the cap but probably lose this straight away. This is really bad.
They recommit though, both scouts demo in, MG just all alone on low ground, so they're behind to
get a
down.
1v5 here somehow. Really good kills in lobby though in the end, so it ends up being a 3v4. But Precious
going for it. Once this medic gone, and I mean, it's trading medics here, but given that there's no better way out for your medic, I think at this point, unless your scout actually hits everything.
I'd take that, to be honest.
Then,
It was literally like a 2v4. So, considering he just like YOLO'd into 3 of them and got the med, you'll take that. They actually have ad here from that somehow too. Somehow the spawn for defenders was longer. I mean, it was quicker. Not that they'll be able to get out, but considering how much of a disaster that potentially was, that's a good result.
Most certainly, yeah, able to still hold this is as good as it's gonna get right now for maybe stupid. With how that was turning out, Kelski checking on Spy right now, making sure that they are not getting surprised by anything here. Nothing to see though, so not much for them to do about it. Either just setting up the defense, setting up a gun, and building Ubers away on both teams. The advantage, like you said, won't come into effect much. It's just about to even here. They did last time already, mind you, with a small advantage, but this is even less than that. So not much can be done here.
If Kalski had pushed out on Sniper there, they would have capped and won the round already. After pushing out from last man, definitely. But yeah, I think they'll probably play it a bit slower this time, knowing it's even. Just do some gun spammy spam and then some sack plays. Probably a double Sully bomb, because that's their special.
Oh, the gun's like just about generous enough where sure it will kill your bombs, but they might have still enough time to get some damage in.
Yeah, if you jump from river and your jump's good, it probably just like smack your head against that far wall anyway, which is where you want to be. I guess the idea is that it's not in a spammable spot. Even though I think if MG goes main, he probably not actually. He's actually dispenser baiting. Like what a get! Apart from almost dying, he's using his dispenser to bait out the spam. Damn,
dispenser down,
boys.
Push.
Damn. Not
You can see Benjay.
Meth is actually peeking to respam the dispenser. What a gamer.
They're spamming what they think the gun is, but the gun isn't there, so it's not doing anything.
This is cracked, bro. They've lost 3 dispensers in 5 seconds and it hasn't triggered a push. It's not really doing anything. I guess they have no idea where the gun is.
Yeah, they're
And
just blanky spamming the
Kalski's
left
on
side.
his main now, so they better watch out. Oh, no he's not. Very disappointing. Back on scout. How boring. They just haven't done anything.
One scout here, yeah.
Like they're maybe trying to spam.
There goes legs. One and ooh.
Yeah, as you
close
said,
call. We'll do it actually.
Basically just shoots them into it. Like the gun doesn't actually defend you very well there, and they get the force. They do lose both solis, but you'll take that. They might be able to get this point for free though, because they're really far back. They need to be quicker than this though if they want to do anything. Yeah, there's no way
so in the
they're
end,
quick
they
enough.
won't be accomplishing much. In fact, they're losing precious as well on this one. And mind you, they already swapped off NG with this in the first place anyway, which probably would have just been
Yeah,
best
actually
being
a
kept here.
disaster, really. Losing their most important scout and probably player. MG's getting smacked. They're stuck in spawn here. Trumpets trying in vain to defend point, but this should be game.
Everyone's flooding onto it, but there's just stickies and rockets flowing onto this cap here, and that is good enough for MG Zombies to take this in the end. One nice little bomb there is all it took in the end to bring this one up. MG Zombies getting the points out of the golden cap and the win today.
So yeah, definitely a tight one, but probably the fair result in the end. MG Zombies were just a bit stronger, slightly less sloppy.
Maybe even some high games as well, apparently. I've been informed there's potentially some good games there with Xbox 360 against Homies and Hungry against Grokked. I haven't been keeping up with high, but I know on Live TV 2 they have, so if you didn't know there's a second channel, that is where you can find high coverage and various other loaders at times as well. So make sure you follow that as well. And yeah, stay tuned here. Give a follow on Twitch, on Twitter, whatever, just to stay in touch with what's happening in ozfortress for some more PM coming up next week for week 5 in ozfortress. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye!